I just want to give a shout out to Petty Tupac TV. Make sure you go smash, like, and don't forget to subscribe. For real, for real.
They called me down in the day, man. Why would you stab the chairman? I was over that shit.
I was telling you, Guy Tank went on the Breakfast Club. He said just because you sleep with a man don't make you gay. You have to physically, mentally be attracted to another man to make you gay. So I'm asking, can you go to prison and just be gay in prison because the confinement and the conditions? Then you come back out, you don't indulge. Are you really gay or?
If you sleep with a man, you're gay. Do you stop being gay because you come home? I don't know, because I ain't come home gay. But here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. I ain't trying to tell no motherfucker what to do because I think that went way too far in another man's business or another woman's business. At what point do who you sleeping with have anything to do with who the fuck a motherfucker was? Because RuPaul got a lot of money. He gave the motherfucker. He got a lot of money.
Yeah.
What motherfuckers don't do is tell you the goddamn truth. And I done seen some motherfuckers who wasn't supposed to be with that boy. Mm-hmm. That's your cousin. That ain't your goddamn cousin. Just saying.
Yeah, I heard that stuff.
Yeah, you got too many motherfucking cousins that switching for me. But watch this. At the end of the day, a motherfucker gonna do what they gonna do. And I know for sure, because I done got into it about it. I actually got into it with the boy about the brother, and they got mad at me because I got into it with the brother.
Can you explain that situation a little bit?
I was the head of security. I was the first lieutenant. We was at MTU. I tell you the whole story. We was at MTU. I'm the first lieutenant. I'm on the yard. I see the Mo go up in the unit behind the boy. I done seen them on the yard together. So I'm young at the time. It's like 87. I'm a baby. I'm like 17, 18 or something. I'm a kid. So I got the blind faith, the blind loyalty. I'm a soldier. I'm a mufti. I'm the head mufti. I'm going to make it happen. I immediately rendezvous with a couple of the muftis and let them know, we finna go get dog. He got to go. I told him to stay away from the Mo. I'm on the blind loyalty tip. I think I'm doing right. So I go up in the unit. We go, damn, he got the towel up. They on some bullshit. I'm going up in there, Mo. Watch my
they
back.
got the towel on the door?
They got the towel up over the window. You know how to play go.
Right.
And you in there, you kick your hygiene whenever you put the towel up. They got a towel up. It's in the middle of the day. You ain't doing nothing. You up in on some bullshit. So, I up that old Bethlehem. They call it the spot. Bethlehem, mm-hmm. Bethlehem. Secure me, Mo. I go up in this motherfucker. The boy on him. So I shot him. I grabbed him like this and I shot him. When I shoot him, the Mo grabbed me. I shoot the boy 2 more times. He flipped some kind of way. He flipped up under my ass. He shot about that motherfucker so fast. He shot past both my muftis. But they on his ass. They chasing. The Mo grabbing me. So now I turn around and I punch him a couple of them motherfuckers too. These is for you, for grabbing me while I'm popping the pump, right? So I get away. By the time I get back to the motherfucking unit, we done got everything together, but now we done got away with this shit. They called me down in the day, man. Why would you stab the chairman? I was over that shit. My homeboys, them, all two of them, made them get off me, and Larry Porter, nah, that's out. That's our little homeboy, get the fuck off me. That ain't for that. And I learned to mind my own business after that.
Did they try to give you some type of consequences for that?
Hell yeah. They was finna get my ass out of there.
Physically or just take the lead?
Physically, what you mean? This we talking about 87, man. There ain't no ask you to leave what? Shit. They do it now. And at some locations, you can't go in there with no mask. They gonna get you together.
When did you see it kind of start to change to where it was like men, or what I forget what the saying is, the men's, and then it kind of like they start indulging in other stuff, and then it's people turn to blind, or it's always been like that.
See, the thing, what I don't like about that subject is that people don't tell you the truth.
Right.
Man, when I came back to the joint in '86, when I went to prison in '86, man, inside was a horror story. With that, motherfuckers got pictures of boys all in their goddamn photo albums and all the time. Cut it out, man. Cut it out, man. Everybody back then was linked up that way down inside. It was like a world in the world. These motherfuckers walk around with whole outfits on, all type of shit, man. Whole outfits that other cats done bought. Stop it. It was a whole like a what you call that? A community of that shit inside at the Hill, at Marquette. It wasn't nothing for a motherfucker to have a boy. Motherfuckers had their boy. They was doing all day. And wasn't nobody talking about that shit either.
Yeah, you really can't tell nobody how to do their time. I mean, you got life. You know.
Well, I'm not telling a motherfucker how to do life. I'm going to tell you how to die in prison. Mm-hmm. I can't tell nobody how to die in prison. Excuse me. If that's where he going, and if the boy going with him, going where you going. That ain't got nothing to do with me, because I ain't doing the time with you. I can't. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to, you can't.
Exactly. Can they be dangerous in there? Like the homosexuals, is it dangerous ones, or they real pat?
Man, we got a homeboy Tiny. I got another story. We was up in Algimax. He got a ball game, nice jumper. He hooping with us. We playing full court to show you how nice his game is. He got to stop and pop for real, with the titties and all that shit. This motherfucker, we hooping. A motherfucker caught me with a high bow or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was some bullshit though. And of course I cut it to it. So we square off and all that. And I was an AGS at the time. So it's a couple months teasing it with me anyway. So we finna do him dirty. Man, dog was over there before we got over there. We smashing these lanes as soon as we get outside. Square business. Little homeboy, he older than me. He ain't give a fuck. He always been like that. You did. I remember, and it didn't involve me. I remember being on the yard of Marquette though. And it was a Nation brother too. Unfortunately. He had a thing for Diamond. He pulled down Diamond, was bringing one of the boys here. And I guess he had been trying to holler at him, whatever. So he pulled up on some other shit and was basically literally trying to make him leave and talk to him. And dog was like, I ain't got to go nowhere with you. He made a remark like, so I guess these motherfuckers supposed to be protecting you. Dog threw the cone and the brush down and was like, dig nigga, I'm protecting me. Whenever you ready, we can go down in the alley. It was they called it the Dead Man's Alley, straight down on this side of the yard in Marquette. You can't see down there. He offered him to go down there. Dog shut the fuck up. You did. Dog shut the fuck up. And Lil Joe, everybody know Lil Joe. Lil Joe gotta be the grimiest boy ever. 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 They know. They know. They don't know Toots. Oh, not Toots. What's this motherfucker name? He came home. He came home. And he was a good solo too, Thomas X. You know him. What they call that motherfucker? Might have been Toots. Some shit like that. I seen him at Muskegon years later. He was in on that homicide. He got charged with that homicide. Remember Carl Rogers got killed in Ryan? He was one of the brothers that got scooped for that. I don't know what happened with him, but he definitely was involved in that with them. And I loved him down there. He was my man, straight up. Matter of fact, I ain't know too many more solars that was more solid than bro when I was at Ryan Road with him. Mm-hmm. Swear to God. I seen him years later, he on the grill tip. And he ain't holding him up. He all the way grill. Still built the same, but now he on another whole thing. But he's still gambling, he's still doing everything he was doing. And ain't nobody bothering him neither.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him, like, some of them guys, they really be played with. Some of them, that's I come across.
Dog was there, and it was some solos there that was some hitters. They respected him. Mm-hmm. They respected him. They respected him.
So basically, every group got some of those type of people, because they may try to make it seem exclusively like one group.
They got something that flipped. I don't know a group that don't got somebody that flipped.
Right.
But matter of fact, how's that possible even? I won't say that all of them is as lenient.
Right. Exactly.
You know, I personally think that our group was probably more lenient towards the issues or whatever than the nation ever was. And I promise you ain't doing that shit you no more, Lenny. You out of there.
You done.
They ain't even gonna talk to you about it. You shot. You shot. You can get your shit packed. Straight up. You can get your shit packed. They gonna get you together. You leave.
That
So.
is that just like if you flip while you was active, but let's just say you stepped away from it, then you can do what you want, or is it just always going to be?
That's what our policy used to be. You can just leave, step down, turn the card in, whatever, do your thing. And it used to be that, but now that's what it is. You can basically, hey, I'm doing this. All right. You ain't supposed to be gangbanging.
Right.
It's the same shit. You know, I think people they going to deny what they don't do. Because the people that did that probably didn't do a bunch of other shit. And the people who did other shit wasn't doing that. You know, it's easy to point your fingers and say, he wrong for this and then the third. What do you do? Because in my opinion, what's the difference in that and this joker standing on his foot like an asshole naked, waiting on this lady to walk by?
Right, yeah, they forget that.
And I'm saying, I done seen that clownery on a bunch of yards and supposed to be active whoever. But they do that.
Right. What's worse? Think about it.
Hey man, you could point your finger and say homosexuality ain't supposed to exist, you know it do. Or you could say it's a fault or a flaw that many people have to deal with once they get incarcerated. But it ain't no different than the son bitch who think it's okay to be jacking off on a woman when she walking past.
Do you think prison can turn you into flipping to a transgender, or you think they already had that in them for a long time?
Don't know. Do I believe it ever happened? Yeah, I believe it probably happened. I mean, shit. I know a couple stories where it was said, you know, some shit happened before prison. It's always, usually you get a whole hardship story.
Right.
Like the kid that wrote the hand I was dead about. That was heavy. That story was really that motherfucker raw. That it had my ear. You couldn't do nothing but understand. He ain't asked for that shit. So in his case, he asked for that shit.
Okay. So we go. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff that could lead up to that.
I'll tell you what. And this guy, I didn't understand. Young cat. He was going to service too. Swag. That was his name. Swag. So Swag got to dealing with this boy. And so I'm like, damn, man, what's it? I thought you was coming to temple. He said, I got molested when I was younger. I said, what the fuck that got to do with anything? He says, my cousin was raping me. You did. What? Killing me. Forcing me into the shit, right? I say, okay, so that's what you in it for. Oh my bad. I'm thinking, no, I ain't what I'm in it for. So you in because you tried to kill him, then no, I ain't what I'm in for. You. So, where dog at? Oh, he out there, this, that, and third. What I was getting at is, and he said, well, when I was like 12, 13, whatever. Okay, fine. You can't do nothing about it, I get it. When you was 12, 13, 14. But here you is, 8, 9 years removed, maybe 10, and you in prison, and you willingly dealing with this boy. So your story is that because of what happened to you when you was a youngster made you go seek the shit as a man in the joint. That's his story.
Right.
I thought that was a straight crock of shit, though. You just gay.
During your time, like in your early years, did anybody try to like press up on you or try to finesse you?
Of course. I hit it with my lock as soon as I came out. Bitch.
Can you explain that situation?
I just told you.
Well, I'm just saying, like, what led up to what did he do?
He looked at my cell. I said, "Oh, look at my motherfucking cell. I seen him with the boy." So he like, "Nigga, you don't even know what I want." I said, "No matter what you want." He said, "Nigga, if I wanted to fuck you, I'd do what I want to do." I said,
Damn.
"I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen when I come out this cell." He said, "Show me." I said, "All right." I got my lock. I put it in the sock. When they broke his cell. He gets gallery first. They cells first. So he had walked past my joint. I sat on the bed, act like I wasn't paying no attention. "You ain't got nothing to say now, tough ass nigga?" Nah. They broke my door. I came out swinging that bitch. Fuck the police, everybody, bitch. I'm finna open your shit up, and I open this shit up. I went to jail. I went to hole for assaulting police too. I don't fuck. You didn't even say no shit like that to me.
Right.
And I was a little motherfucker then. Immediately went upside his head. That's just for you.
Damn.
That's for you. But other than that, you will have what they'll do. This is what I usually saw with that shit. They would try to talk to you and see if you would talk to them. You did. Mm-hmm. And if you human past that, they don't just cut it to you. You see what I'm saying? It was a predator motherfucker that cut it to me because I was a baby.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I was 17. Them boys don't cut it. I ain't never had that problem. Mm-hmm. Never. See, that's why I don't really go for that. Ain't nobody making you do shit in there. That's a lie. If that's what you asking.
Damn, that's crazy. You would just say that, but was the rules too then? Like when you walk past somebody said you keep your head straight. Was that enforced?
That's still the goddamn rule. That's still. Why would you be looking at another motherfucker saying? You don't know what the fuck he doing. Then you gonna say what he did wrong. But if you weren't looking at his motherfucking cell, you wouldn't have seen that.
Right.
That's like literally looking through somebody's window, especially in Marquette. Cause you got bars in Marquette. You can't be walking past looking at no motherfuckers room. They can be offended anytime they want to. And don't tell you sitting when you come back by there, slang some shit and piss on your ass. You been home for a week. Huh, take that for looking at myself. What you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? So I've seen it.